And then,
Go ahead, Tom.
okay. I guess from my experience and from my knowledge, I think the first thing you would need to do is in sailing, we have these imaginary lines that we call Eterr. And I think that's really important because that's how you determine your location, your distance to the land that you're going to, and the distance from the land that you just left. So I think it's the very first thing you probably need to include in your models is to always split up or divide up the sea lane in the Eterr, the 5 basic Eterr. Eterr is the one that when you're sighting the land. Eterr is that's when you start sighting the birds. Lugar is the middle of the sea lane, and then going back to Eterr for the other island you're going to, and then Eterr is when you start searching for the land. So I think the very basic thing, the first thing you need to do is you divide up the sea lane. You know, in the 5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I think like one of our big challenges is how do you take that and like do the translation piece of putting it into the model. So
Okay.
So are you saying like rather than making a decision every hour,
Right.
it makes a decision, okay, I can no longer see land, now I'm looking for bird signs. Is that
Right.
so that's when
That's
you
right.
make the next
Correct.
decision.
Correct.
Yeah.
So depending on the time of the day, if you're heading and then when you're on that imaginary line where you should start seeing birds, you know, then you can we conduct a thing we call automat. Automat is when we start looking for the birds coming. So where they're coming from, they're coming from the island, from the land. So I would say Eterr is the line of sighting, the bird sighting, and then the Eterr is the line where you start searching for the land.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Larry, do you have a better way to describe